Dear viewers, I hope you are all fine. This ultrasound video shows the dilated ventricles. You can see the fetal head and it shows marked dilatation of the lateral ventricles. In a normal fetal brain, the ventricles are less than 10 millimeter wide. When the ventricles are between the 10 millimeter to 15 millimeter wide, the baby is diagnosed with mild ventromegaly. If the ventricles are more than 15 millimeter wide, the enlargement is considered to be severe. Now, the normal size of atrium is less than 10 millimeter constant all through the pregnancy from 16 to 40 weeks. There is separation of the choroid plexus from the medial wall of the lateral ventricle, which is more than 10 millimeter. This was the method previously used, but nowadays it is not used so frequently. Lateral ventricles are measured. There may be some potential measurement errors, and these are due to an off-axis image plane, an angled measurement, and an improper choice of ventricular boundary. They may show the false positive test. So, to avoid these measurement errors, you should follow the strict axial plane. There must be adequate anatomical level, and there must be proper location of the atrium, and there must be the appropriate caliper placement. If the fetus has mildly enlarged brain ventricles or ventromegaly without other complications, the condition may resolve on its own. When hydrocephalus is more severe or progress, timely treatment is important. So the mild ventromegaly is different from the more severe form of ventromegaly. Hydrocephalus or water on the brain occurs about 1 in every 500 babies, and in most cases babies with this ultrasound finding are born healthy. When an injury or illness alters the circulation of cerebrospinal fluid, one or more of the ventricle becomes enlarged as CSF cerebrospinal fluid accumulates. In an adult, the skull is rigid and cannot expand, so the pressure in the brain may increase profoundly. Hydrocephalus is a chronic condition. It can be controlled but usually not cured. Now that's the chances of ventromegaly to go away on its own. The ventricle size usually either stays the same or gets smaller later in pregnancy. The ventricles may even return to normal size. In some cases, however, about 1 in 10 babies with mild ventromegaly, that is 10%, have the ventricles get larger. You can see the placenta is posteriorly attached, and ventromegaly is typically categorized in one of the two ways, that is mild. In this case, the measurement is about 10 to 15 millimeter, or severe, that is more than 15 millimeter, or as mild 10 to 12 millimeter, moderate 13 to 15 millimeter, and severe more than 15 millimeter. You can see the male child, male genital organs. The incidence of mild to moderate fetal ventromegaly is approximately 1%. Ventromegaly is associated Ventromegaly associated with abnormal findings and other structural malformations often has an adverse prognosis which ranges from disability, often mild, to fetal demise. However, in cases of mild isolated ventromegaly, there is around 90% chances of a normal outcome. Now, the approximately 5% of cases of mild to moderate ventromegaly are reported to result from congenital fetal infections, including cytomegalovirus, CMV, toxoplasmosis, and Zika virus. Hydrocephalus is a condition in which there is too much of cerebrospinal fluid in the ventricles. This occurs when the neural system for the draining and absorbing extra CSF doesn't work right. The slow enlargement of the ventricle means that the fluid pressure in the brain may not be as high as in other types of hydrocephalus. The brain fills the intracranial space while the shunt drains essentially all of the available CSF from the ventricles. If change in cerebral blood flow occurs, resulting in increased blood volume in the intracranial space, then increased intracranial pressure will result, possibly causing a headache. Ventromegaly, also known as hydrocephalus, is a condition in which CSF fluids filled structures within the brain becomes larger than normal. As a result, the large ventricles can inhibit the proper development of the brain. You can find some important information in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. If you do like this video, please click the like button. Thanks.